Fourth Amendment provides protection against unlawful searches and seizures by government. Protects you. It protects everyone and their personal property against government prying into your life. Well, we've been talking about it a little bit here on Video Blog. We're talking about it today. Why? Because it is a constantly evolving thing. What happens is decided on a case-by-case basis. So, takes us to this week's case. Involves real people, real situation. There were some people who were apprehended in a Greyhound bus station. It was found they had heroin in their shoes. It was hidden in their shoes. Well, the police suspected 3 other individuals who they also thought were drug couriers, and they tracked them to a hotel room. The police identified the room where they were staying, and they burst into the room, apprehended the 3 suspects, and found they, in fact, possessed heroin. They were arrested, they were tried, and they were convicted. Well, during the trial and prior to the trial, the defendants, through their attorneys, moved to suppress the evidence, saying it can't come into the trial because that was an unlawful search and seizure. And obviously, when the police engage in unlawful conduct, the evidence that they get can't be used against the people who they got it from. So, these guys argued, hey, you had no right to do that. For all intents and purposes, a hotel room when you're living there is just like your own home, and you have to have a search warrant. You didn't have a search warrant. Well, it went up on appeal, and on appeal, the court said, absolutely correct, defendants. That evidence should have been suppressed. It shouldn't have come into trial, and as a result, these guys walked. But the court pointed out some things that I think are very instructive to us as to how the Fourth Amendment works in these situations. The police argued that there were exigent circumstances, circumstances which compelled immediate conduct by the police. Exigent circumstances generally consist of situations where somebody is subject to immediate harm, where evidence is being destroyed, or something of that nature is taking place. And they argued that's what was going on because we didn't know what was going on. We thought the guys were possibly escaping or getting rid of the heroin or whatever else. Well, the court examined that argument and they said, well, wait a second. No, there was no evidence that you guys heard windows opening, windows being smashed, or anything else, demonstrating that these guys were basically trying to escape. You didn't hear any feet shuffling around. You didn't hear any toilets flushing. You didn't hear any water running. You didn't hear anything indicating that possibly heroin was being flushed down the drain. Therefore, there were not unusual circumstances here. Therefore, that was an unlawful search and seizure. And this is how that protection in the Fourth Amendment worked in that case. It resulted in these guys, who in fact were carrying heroin, being able to walk from those convictions because the police improperly entered that hotel room. All right, some people may say, bad news, bad guys getting away, but on the other side of the coin, remember the Fourth Amendment is about you and protection of you, your property, your papers, your phone calls, and all things that are private to you. Government cannot take them, cannot get involved in that, cannot look at them without either a search warrant or some circumstances which justify it. Okay, we bring you this as we bring you video blogs every week so you understand how the law works. I'm David Allen.